No, not today. Not gonna be that dude that friggin' was videotaping himself and then he walks off the range grabbing his fucking pee-pee saying, "Oh, I fucking shot myself." Not today. Not today.
Well, hey everyone, and welcome back to Tactical Review. So I'm out here with Cody at what we are tentatively calling Liberty Ranch, and we've had a pretty good range day. Went out, and
got a lot of stuff done.
We've got a lot of stuff done, and you guys will be seeing that while we talk about the thing that we did doing. What we're going to do today is we are comparing a couple of the PDW brace offerings that you can attach to a standard sidearm and basically, like I said, make it into a PDW. What we have here on the table in front of us is the Recover Tactical. This is the 2080. It's made for the Polymer 80. It would be a 2020 for a standard Glock, let's see, 19, 17, 22, 23, so on and so forth. And then over here we have the CAA gear MCK PDW frame. Again, for a Glock, we have a Glock 19 in here. This will accommodate basically the same series, and you've got this little muzzle device deal, can be completely removed to accommodate a suppressor.
Don't judge, it is teal. It's my wife's, and she is not using it currently, so we kind of seem fit to shove it up in there.
Correct.
See how it goes.
And because that's one of what I consider one of the downfalls of the MCK, one of the few. Overall, it's a very fantastic system, and as you will see as we used it out on the range. So, and then the third entrant into the competition, if you will, was the Flux Defense brace. Cody formerly had one of those. We had some footage using that brace. Cody has since gotten rid of it. So the fact that it's not here today says a lot about what our overall opinion of it was.
I found Flux Defense as a company not extraordinarily upfront. Whenever I first ordered from them, they said it was 2-week lead time, and that 2 weeks ended up being 18 weeks.
That's a big difference.
Yeah. Then the performance of the brace, like, I recall one of the emails from their HR department or customer relations.
Right.
The guy said, and I quote, "I hope that it will be worth the wait for you." But whenever I got it in $500 later and having everything all set up, I found that I was actually underwhelmed because I had waited 18 weeks. I spent $500 on it, and it's just like, I thought that it was going to be the end-all be-all and be, cooler than hell to have. But
right
after a while of shooting it, it's just like it wasn't as fun as what I thought it would be.
Deployment was fiddly because it's spring-loaded, has a compressed, really heavy spring. You hit a release, and it springs out. But if it doesn't lock into the extended position for any reason, then it's worthless for its intended purpose. It has two thin steel bars, think like AK underfolding stock. When I use the brace the way that you would be naturally inclined to use the brace, it really, those rails get into your cheekbone really bad. It was really uncomfortable. I will say that the current price, before anybody jumps down in the comment section screaming at us, they have halved the price of the Flux Defense brace.
Well, what my setup, I got the flash mag with the O-light and the brace. That's why I'm saying $500.
Okay.
So the brace wasn't $500.
Right.
It was the whole package that came out to deck out that Glock 17, which like I said, I have, sent it to a new home for someone else to enjoy and possibly catch their beard hair in. So
Yeah, and maybe that's a good point too. We are both be bearded, so
maned.
yes. While we're talking price, let's go ahead and get some of that out of the way. Recover Tactical brace as you see it here, which is with the brace. This is not an NFA item. They do have a version that is slightly longer and has an actual stock on it. That would have to go to a Class 3 SOT, and you would have to wait for your government permission slip. Anyway, this kit came with the bungee sling, which neither of us were impressed with the bungee sling, but it's part of the package. Came with the... Oops.
And that's part of the reason we don't have nice things.
You're right. It came with the paddle holster. Also comes with a holster adapter so that you can use this holster with just your bare firearm. And it came with the thumb stop slash accessory rails. One point to note, if you put something like a flashlight up on the accessory side rail, it doesn't work really well with the holster. So the base Recover Tactical frame that is just the frame without any of the extra goodies runs $99. Optioning it up to the point that I have, it ran $180. For reference, a base MCK, the last time I checked, was running around $299. So $50 more than the base Flux Defense, and I will say at least $50 more valuable. For one thing, the mag holder, or for the extra mag, is built into it. And then there's some optional extras that you can get with the MCK, such as a flashlight or a laser, etc., etc. As far as ease of installation, the MCK is by far the easiest, by virtue of the fact that you simply release. Well, this is getting it out, but it shows you what it's like to get it in. And you just pull down, and then the charging handle locks into the slide serrations. The Recover Tactical, it is a little bit more involved in that you have to have an Allen wrench, which is included, and it just hinges around and you put one Allen screw in.
Which is 3 times easier than what the Flux installation was.
Correct. The Flux Defense, you drive out your pins
on the back, and then you have to drive a new pin in, and then it mounts up. The part here where your thumb will come up underneath, you can actually get a little bit more of a purchase with this than what you did with the Flux, because the Flux came all the way down past the pin that retains the trigger group. So you are holding the gun basically like this to be able to reach in and pull the trigger. So it was all friggin' wonky. I mean, anybody, I feel bad for them if they put it on a 19, because simplicity is not one of their stronger suits on that. It just, but this in and of itself, it was cheaper, right? By a lot.
Right. If you look at just the frame, this is $99.
Yeah, that's fantastic in my personal opinion. Right. Like, if I would have known that they were having something like this out there, I would have went out and got this. Honest to God. Now, this, on the other hand, I like it, and I want to like it more. Like, I mean, it feels like it's everything in a bag of chips. But like we were talking about out there, the limitations.
Yeah.
The limitations of, well, you can't carry, like, if you're carrying your gun, you can have it just like this, you know, just straight iron sights, nothing crazy on it.
Right.
And whenever you need to put it in here, you can. But then there comes the next problem. What if you are the type of person that trains with a red dot, or you have a flashlight on your handgun like I do?
And you have an advantage with your flashlight in that you're running a TLR1, which you just unscrew that guy.
But then there's the next thing. I would rather, if I was going to be packing this in a backpack, because we were talking that, you know, we're sitting out here, we're trying to compare apples to apples with these two platforms in and of itself, but we really couldn't. because
they're not exactly the same.
What we found with this one is this would be great to like shove in a backpack and then like forget you have, you got your regular EDC, just run on your hip. And then let's say you're at work and you're just clacking away at your computer, you're 9 to 5, and then you hear the disgruntled employee that got fired last week come crashing in the door. Simple enough. You just reach in, grab your stuff, throw it in. Oh, God. I've not had much training with this. How does this work?
You've really got to drive it in because it does lock in on the accessory rail.
Oh, got it. And then close that in.
And you push that forward and it'll lock.
Oh.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
What was our major malfunction?
I don't know. I think it's just cheap. So back to our workplace disgruntled shooter. Yeah. Throw your carry gun in there, and now you actually have a platform that you can reach and touch with. And you're standing standard handgun caliber. Like, this is one of those, like, I don't want to carry anything big, but I want something that's going to function as a rifle without having to carry a rifle.
Oh, absolutely. And you can see while we were out at the range that with a regular non-prism red dot, okay, because obviously the prism's going to dictate your eye box, but with a regular unlimited eye relief red dot, it functions perfectly well to shoot from a standard pistol stance, or you can get down on it and really drive tags.
And it's like I was saying out there, I like them both. I really, really like them both. You got to pick and choose which one you're wanting and what the application is, because this one is great for like concealed carry. I honestly would say that you could run this concealed and you would be just fine, like right on the hip, no issues, and you would be hard pressed to find something that would be better. And from the footage that you're going to see probably pop up on the video now, that we were shooting it two-handed just like we would a normal handgun straight out front, and it was very pleasurable to shoot still. It wasn't overbearing, like it wasn't like the grip angle had changed much. It was very simple, easy operation. Now the only thing that I didn't really get down with was the fact that I had to grab hold of that red dot and use it as a charging handle.
Well, but that was because we're men and we don't read instructions, because it does come with charging handle accessories, and we thought that you just slapped it on and you actually, it bolts together to give you a secure purchase. So,
but either way, I mean, it depends on the application.
Right.
I mean, they are, I'm honest to God, they're both great. I like them both. This one I found to be a joy to shoot because it's like, it's not kicking that hard. It's awesome. It just feels like a little thump, 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 thump right on your shoulder. It's almost like shooting an AR, but cut the recoil in half, which that's crazy. Cut the recoil in half.
Right.
And easy manipulation. You're still getting all your Glock manipulation with it, and it's just a still very compact platform. You could throw that in a bag. Simple, easy peasy. Yep. And then this one, like I said, application. And this one you're able to, throw on your hip. You could throw it in a bag if you wanted. But both of these serve a purpose better than that Flux brace did. Hands down. And I'm having issue. Like I wanna find something wrong with them. But once again, it comes back to what we were saying. The application matters.
Yes.
What are you going to be using it for?
Let me lay out a scenario that has happened in households across America.
By the way.
Husband and wife are talking, and after the absolute crap show that has been the last 15 months, they realize that they need something to be their own first responder. And so what they do is they go and they pick up a Glock 17, a Glock 9, whatever. Yeah, most popular handgun in America. There's a reason. I was about ready to say that. Fist bump me here. And so they get home and they go to the range a little bit, and the husband, he's okay with it, and the wife is just terrified of it. She tries it a couple times and she doesn't like it. Well, for a little bit more of an investment, you put one of these on there, one of those, and it's still staying in the nightstand where it was because it's for home defense. And it could still be, once again, manipulated just like a regular handgun. But now, all of a sudden, she can be a lot more comfortable with their home defense weapon.
But now, there comes the next thing, too, because, you know, I was worried a little bit with that one, thinking it was going to come back and hit me right in the eyeball. But I had the same problem with the Flux, too, which the Flux did bite us a couple times.
Yeah, we both got hit in the nose.
If a product's good, I'm going to, like, refer the hell out of it. Because I truly believe that good companies that make good products need to survive.
Right.
And I think, and some of the other videos that we're going to be following up with on this, that goes into the same category. And in the spirit of tactical review in and of itself, you started this channel because you wanted to test something that nobody else was doing a review on.
Right.
And
a lot of times look at the value alternative. So which is where something like the recover frame comes in.
So if you're doing something like close security, let's say you go to a church and you know you're on their security detail, that right there, put it right on your belt, put a suit jacket on,
right,
and you still look snazzy, still look sexy, and now you've got a basic PDW that you can utilize in the event that one of those crazy suckers decide they want to come out and do something stupid.
I think under a suit coat, maybe, you know, it couldn't be quite fitted, but I think you could even leave it on the bungee underneath the suit coat.
Good.
With the brace out.
You could. Like the possibilities for this is concealable. Like that's the big kick that we're talking about.
Right.
That's concealable. This one's not. I would love to sit here and say, you know, go and buy one of these two. But at the end of the day, it all is going to come down to what your preference is. Like, do you want to conceal it? Do you not want to conceal it? Do you want to run a bare stock gun? Which I know a lot of guys that still run bare stock guns.
Right. Now, but flashlights and optics are becoming much popular. And much more popular. More popular, yes.
Or
English.
Mainstream.
There you go.
That's what we can
there you go.
honestly say, because like even whenever we first started talking, I was not a big fan of red dots on pistols. I'm just not. And, you know, I bought a red dot just to kind of give it a try, and I freaking hated it. I sold it like 200 rounds in. Didn't even get a chance to really stretch its legs. But since they are becoming more mainstream, it really depends on what you're wanting. You want a fun toy that you can go out to the range with? I mean, honest to God, range toy, practical application, throw it in a backpack, you got a PDW.
Right.
Simple. If you're not wanting to get into the red dot and the flashlights or anything crazy, right here's your baby. Right here.
Right.
All day. If you're wanting to use, and it's still practical application, I'm not saying it's not. Now, you're wanting to conceal and you're wanting to have something that still acts the same, but smaller platform, then go with this.
Right.
But either way, you're not going to get a bad deal. Both of them are relatively cost effective.
I'm the same way. I like them both. And I'll also say, because one thing that this has going is it has the pick rail on the top, where you can put a regular dot on there. If you don't have an optics cut slide and you don't want to go with a dovetail adapter plate like I've done here, they do make for $30, they make another accessory that comes around the top right here and gives you pick rail right there. Yeah. So at the end of the day, our good advice is you're going to be happy with either of these, and you may or may not be happy with the Flux Defense. You might need a gunsmith to install the Flux Defense. I would say pick up either one of these, and you're going to be happy if you're looking for a PDW frame. It is a niche market because realistically, here's the next question. Okay, Cody, you want a pistol caliber carbine that takes the same mags as your carry gun.
Okay.
And you don't care about price. Okay,
right.
let's just put that in there. Do you do this on a second handgun, or do you just buy like a 9mm AR that has a Glock mag well?
Honestly, I'd go with one of these.
Go with one of these.
And I'm not trying to give, the AR-9s a bad rap. I'm not. I really like shooting them. They're fun.
Right.
But I think for just sheer application use, these are one of the better bangs for your buck that you can get.
Okay. And again, you've got something like this this isn't hard, but you do need an Allen wrench. Okay.
You throw it in a bag and throw the Allen wrench in with it. If you got a friggin' skippity doo and throw that sumbitch on there, I mean, do it,
Right, and this has, once again, added bonus that you can carry a red dot. All right, we're talking in circles now. We
really like the products. Basically, what we're saying, we like them both.
You guys might not see most of this because they start getting pissy when the videos get to 45 minutes. Ask me how I know.
Ask me how.
You guys have short attention spans. Anyway, all right. B&T has a PDW frame product out. We may revisit that if we can get a hold of one of those. This has been bought with our own money. His Flux Defense was bought with his own money.
Which was a regret, by the way.
There's no sway from the manufacturers, legitimately from our admittedly short range time. If you're wanting one, shoot your shot. Absolutely worth a couple $100, I think. And realistically, it's a lot cheaper than an AR-9. To be frank, by the time even if you were to buy a second pistol and keep it in the frame permanently, you're still cheaper than 9mm ARs. If you would like to help the channel out just a little bit, just go down below the video player, give us a thumbs up, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you see when we upload new content. If you'd like to pick yourself up some shirts, some stickers, anything like that, head over to store.tacreview.com and you can order those there. If you're a coffee drinker, hats off. You can head over to coffee.tacreview.com. That's going to take you to Defender Coffee with our affiliate link. Defender Coffee is awesome. It's some of the best coffee I've ever had. And every purchase, the profits go to support the gun rights organization that you choose when you select your item. When you use our affiliate link, you will also send a small commission to the channel. And obviously that helps us out. If you would like to support the channel directly, you can do that using the link in the description below for Patreon or Subscribestar, whichever you prefer. That comes directly to the channel and helps us do what we do. You also get early access to the videos that way. If you're not following the channel on social media, that username is up on screen as well as the platforms on which we're active. You get some behind the scenes look at up and coming things and just some more intimate interaction. Not intimate like that. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Shame on you. Shame on you.
So, but that gives us a better way to communicate than just through the comment section here on YouTube, which YouTube may or may not tell me about.
So, back about a year ago, I made a promise to you all. 1,000 subscribers. We're going to start cramming stupid shit in the cannon barrel. So, Blair's going to be putting something up for you guys to, make suggestions, and then we're going to quite literally try to blow up my cannon with, probably not going to blow up the cannon, but we'll definitely try. So please, wherever he puts it, he'll let you know, and then I will bring out the tally-ho, and we'll definitely have some more fun with that. And like I always say, stay safe, tally-ho.
Absolutely. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you on the next one.